When Science Met Myth, exploring historical mysteries. Truth versus legend, science versus superstition, cultural legacy, the enduring allure of the unexplained. In a marble-floored chamber beneath the University of Oxford, hidden beyond a locked archive labeled Unverified Anomalies, a group of scholars from various disciplines gathered around a single map, yellowed, annotated in 5 languages, and marked with one sentence scrawled in ink. The line between science and myth is not drawn in stone, it is drawn in dust. Leading them was Dr. Ayla Hassan, a historian archaeologist with a taste for the forbidden, ancient texts, forbidden ruins, unsolved riddles. "We are going to test the impossible," she said, her eyes gleaming with challenge. "We're going to find out where truth and legend meet." And so began the expedition that would uncover the hidden pulse of ancient mysteries, with science as their compass and myth as their map. Chapter 1. The Oracle's Echo, Delphi's Sonic Secret. Greece, Temple of Apollo. For centuries, people believed the Pythia, the Oracle of Delphi, delivered divine prophecies from Apollo himself. She spoke in tongues, convulsed in trance, and uttered predictions that changed empires. Myth, madness, possession? Modern archaeologists scoffed, until a team led by Dr. Hassan conducted geological surveys beneath the ruins. The truth? The temple was built directly over a fault line that released ethylene gas, a natural intoxicant known to induce euphoric, trance-like states. The oracle wasn't mad. She was inhaling hallucinogenic gas from the earth itself. But here's where the science met mystery. The ancients knew. The temple's architecture, its ventilation and ritual timing aligned perfectly with peak gas emissions. Were they manipulating nature or following something they didn't understand? Chapter 2. The Nazca Lines, Sky Signs for the Gods. Peru, Nazca Desert. Across 200 square miles, enormous geoglyphs, monkeys, hummingbirds, spiders, sprawl across the arid plains. For decades, people proposed aliens, lost civilizations, ancient astronauts. But from the sky, something else emerged. Using LiDAR and high-resolution satellite imagery, Ayla's team discovered that the Nazca Lines connected seasonal water sources with alignments pointing to solstices and subterranean aquifers. The geoglyphs weren't just art. They were ritual prayers carved into the earth, symbolic maps for gods above and survival strategies for humans below. But then, they found one figure never seen before. A humanoid shape, elongated head, standing at the intersection of 3 major geoglyph paths. No explanation fit. Even today it remains unclassified. Chapter 3. The Flood That Was, Tracing Noah's Waters. Mount Ararat, Black Sea Basin. Every culture has a flood myth. Mesopotamians had Gilgamesh, Hebrews had Noah, Hindus had Manu, Aztecs, Chinese, and even Norse legends mention a cataclysmic deluge. Coincidence? Oceanographers on board the expedition dredged cores from the Black Sea floor and made a stunning discovery. A sudden shift in salinity, sediment, and aquatic life around 5,600 BCE, the exact time many myths place a massive flood. According to the hypothesis by Dr. William Ryan and Walter Pittman, validated further by Ayla's team, the Mediterranean Sea had breached a natural land dam, sending a wall of salt water surging into the freshwater lake that was once the Black Sea. To the people there, it was the end of the world. A myth remembered by every civilization that descended from them. Science confirmed the flood. Myth preserved the memory. Chapter 4. The Firebird of Mohenjo-Daro. Indus Valley Civilization, Pakistan. Mohenjo-Daro, an ancient city of perfect streets, sewage systems, and unbroken urban planning. But in one layer of excavation, strange findings puzzled experts for decades. Skeletons lying flat, hand in hand, not buried but as if struck down instantly. Clay bricks fused into glass. Radioactive traces far higher than expected. Rumors swirled. Was this ancient nuclear warfare? Was the Firebird of Hindu Vedas a metaphor for a weapon? Dr. Hassan's team proposed a bold theory, a meteorite impact. Using ground-penetrating radar, they found a crater-like depression nearby and evidence of a massive thermal event. Perhaps the Vedic stories of divine fire weren't fiction. but memory of a cosmic strike witnessed by terrified survivors. Chapter 5. The Horns of Jericho, when sound became a weapon. Jericho, West Bank. The Bible claims the walls of Jericho fell when priests blew their trumpets. Laughable, said scholars. Walls don't fall from sound. But one acoustic physicist on the team suggested an experiment. Reconstructing ancient ram's horn trumpets, shofar, they tested resonance frequencies of the stone material used in Jericho's original walls. Result? At just the right frequency and decibel, vibration could weaken the mortar. Of course, sound alone wouldn't bring walls down, but with an army pounding the ground in rhythmic unison, trumpets guiding frequency and ritual adding psychological terror. It was less myth, more psychological warfare amplified by sound science. Chapter 6. Atlantis. The city that sank in memory. Strait of Gibraltar, Santorini, Bimini, or fiction. Atlantis, Plato's lost city, a myth cloaked in allegory, wrapped in obsession. But geomythologists in Dr. Hassan's team believed something real sparked the story. They focused on Thera, Santorini, a volcanic island whose eruption around 1600 BCE created a massive tsunami, obliterating Minoan outposts. The Minoans were advanced, maritime, and suddenly disappeared. Excavations in Crete revealed ash layers and sudden cultural halt. Atlantis, no, but an empire swallowed by water, remembered by Egyptian priests and told to Plato 900 years later. Entirely possible. After years of digging, mapping, scanning, and theorizing, Dr. Ayla Hassan stood in front of her final audience. Not a crowd of scholars, but a global broadcast watched by millions. Myth is not the opposite of truth, she said. It is the skeleton of memory, clothed in the robes of story. And science, the blade of clarity, does not kill myth. It reveals it. The Vault of Wonders closed, but its contents rewrote history. In the end, what they discovered was not that myths were false, but that they remembered things we had forgotten. The world isn't made of atoms, it's made of stories. Muriel Rukeyser,